Alright. I'll get that straight. Where to start? First of all, hello everyone. This is second guide of stuff of Final 2 Anime 2023 here. As you can see, I am currently in the bathroom of my hotel. This is my new recording quarters, for now, anyway. Before this manga read-along actually starts, I just want to say real quick, my pencil sharpener has broken. It's kind of still capable of sharpening pencils, kind of, like on a 2% chance radius. Second thing I want to talk about is that I don't know if you guys know already, but from what we have in my mom's house, there's like a mold infection or something going around. We're currently all sick because of some food poisoning or something, because of a virus, flu, or whatever. There's, it's not looking good for us, but hopefully we'll be out of this hotel in no time. Yeah. The reason I'm talking like real quiet is because I have to. There's a bunch of people sleeping and it's just fucked. I really don't know how to explain this situation. But as you all know, I made a post and I had to delete it because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So, welcome everyone to the final part of season 3 / the final part of the entire Vampire School series. So, tonight I think I'll just be covering chapters, or well, 4 chapters, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 19 and 20 are the good and bad ending. I'm sorry. I have a lot of gas built up in me. It's not looking good for me or anyone else. So yeah, I'm gonna try to balance the story on my my lap here. If you remember from chapter 16, for just a little recap, if you will, they just made it to a top of the of a building where they need to go. As I quoted, that all hell broke loose. I don't know. I can't really remember much other than I'll just say this: go back and rewatch everything if you haven't seen it yet. Other than that, let's get right into it. I would explain this recap way better, but I'm just not feeling it. So go back and rewatch all the chapters. I don't care if you have to start from season 1. Currently, sorry. I am very sorry if I sound a little bit salty. I'm not feeling too well. Anyways, this is chapter 17, Hellish War and Bloodshed. Okay, here we go. So they're currently at the top of the building right now that they made it to. With all due respect, Matty, this war is done for. What are we fighting for? I don't understand. Fuck you, said Grantner. As Matty had grabbed Grantner, she threw him off of the building from 80 stories high up. As Grantner landed down all the way, he broke his neck, then landed facing up to the sky. Grantner was dead. Dumb son of a bitch. He was weak and stupid. Huh? Mine head. Wah! As Matty screamed, She put both hands on her head, wiggling in agony as her eyes turned full pink. Cedrica was in control of her body. As both Molly and Sammy stood in fear, Cedrica said to them, "Do you know who I really am? Knowing as this is all your fault, Molly," said Cedrica, as she looked at Sammy with an evil look and smile. Sammy looked at Molly and she spoke to Molly with such question. Yeah, with such question. Wow. Okay. Molly, who is she really? And what did you do? What did you do? Said Sammy, as Cedrica used a spell to transport them to a battleground of fire. There was no more mud on them, as they were all on the battlefield, as they all three all dressed in black. Cedrica's eyes went back to white and yellow. Mattie was back in control of her body again. As Mattie looked at Molly and Sammy, she said, "Seems we're on the battlefield of flames. Well, Cedrica told me you rebirthed ww1 and put the soul of Cedric Tamaki in me to keep me alive. Now he's a girl in me named Cedrica Lily Tenoshi. Doesn't matter. You both will die. Now," said Mattie, as her eyes fell out, as blood ran down her face. As she smiled with evil, a red dot appeared in the middle of both eyes. Or I should say eye sockets. In the middle of both eye sockets. As both Molly and Sammy were about to fight Mattie, they felt terrified to the bone. And that's chapter 17 done, so now we got 18, 19, and 20, so basically like 3 more chapters. I'm going to look at chapter 18, so I'll see how long it is. It's like 2 pages long. Sammy and Molly versus Mattie Duramper, aka Cedrica Lily Tenoshi, on the battlefield of flames. "You're supposed to be our leader, or are you not? Have you never been?" said Sammy, as Mattie didn't answer. She saw the shock in Sammy's face, then shot her in the chest with a tactical rifle. As Sammy flung back, she spun in the air and landed facing up with a dead stare at the sky. As her eyes turned full white, her last words were, "Help me." Then, as her head leaned to the left, Sammy was dead. "You bitch. You killed her." Yeah, I can't really yell because of how quiet it is, but basically, Molly just yelled. So it says, "You bitch, you killed her," yelled Molly in frustration as she gripped a long silver sword. "Hope your training has paid off, Molly." As Mattie lunged to Molly, Mattie smiled with evil as she flew to Molly like a bullet. Molly spun around and chopped off both legs and the left arm off of Mattie. As Mattie flung forward, she landed on the hot ground on her belly. As Mattie's eyes turned full black, she saw Cedrica standing in front of her. Cedrica smiled and said, "What'd she say?" "Well, shit. You're all banged up. All you have on your body is your head and your right arm. You can't regenerate lost limbs, but I can. You'll die. Is that what you want?" "Nine. It is not. Just take this body. It's yours." And as Cedrica grabbed Matthew's right hand, both legs and eyes and left arm regrew. As she stood up, she was tall as an adult, with pink hair and white and blue eyes, and all black clothes on. As she looked at Molly, she had 2 small red horns on her head. "Cedric, is that you?" "Yes, it is. But I'm Cedrica Lily Tenoshi." "Now shut the fuck up, you damn swine," said Cedrica with a hellish look, as her eyes turned full blue. As she was holding a gray diamond sword, Molly looked a bit terrified. And it just says to be continued, but basically chapter 18 is done. Okay. So this chapter is a bit short, and so is the next one. So basically this is the bad ending, the false ending called Fate's Path. It's chapter 19. "You have taken everything from me, and now you will die," screamed Cedrica in a lot of anger. As Cedrica ran to Molly, Molly got stabbed in the belly, then said, "Ugh, why did I do this? I didn't know what I was doing. I'm not a vampire anymore, and neither are you. You're a demon, and on this field of fire is where you die," said Molly as Cedrica looked at her left hand. She shot Cedrica in the face, as Cedrica fell down dead with full black eyes. Molly then fell down dead as well on the field of fire. Chapter 19 done. Next chapter, the true ending, which is the good ending. The good ending is actually a very happy ending, which, if you viewers know, you usually do not see any happy endings all the time. It's very rare. Chapter 19, good/true ending, the restart. As a 12-year-old boy with short black hair, white skin, and blue eyes, and laying on a bed all dressed in black. This is Cedric Tamoki. What the? Am I dead? Because I remember every single thing. Why am I 12 years old again? And I'm a boy again. I'm back to normal. And I'm not a vampire anymore. I'm free at last, said Cedric, as he had another chance to relive a normal life again. Chapter 20 done. Season 3 done, rated R. Entire story done, rated R. Basically, it says Season 1 is rated R, Season 2, and Season 3. And that's it. That's basically how the story ends. Okay, so there is a separate, there is a third ending song called Can You Feel Pain? But I don't know if I want to include it in this video. I don't think I'm ever going to conclude it in any video. But it's there. I think I might do it in a separate video. I'm not entirely sure. I'm reading the lines here real quick. Yeah, I'm going to include it in a separate video probably. And if it never comes out, I'm sorry, because, well, it talks about a lot of stuff. But it's basically just saying about how Cedric just relives his life, and if he feels pain, well, of course he does. There's basically, the lore is in the story to this song. So, I don't think it'll ever see the light of day again. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and if you feel like it, comment down below and hit the bell notification so you're notified for all the newest content on the channel. Other than that, this has been Saki Nikaido Stuff of Funny, lent to you in May 2023 here. And viewers, stay tuned for new content. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night, good evening, good afternoon. See you guys later.